The hardest step to free yourself in your insurance agency. What is that? My name is Jason Feltman. And in this playbook, I want to talk a little bit about what one of the hardest things for me to do in my agency that freed me from the agency, and it allowed me to spend more time on the things that I needed to spend on, and it helped us grow quickly. And actually, I was able to get out of the agency earlier at night. So let's dive right in.
Insurance dudes are on a mission to escape being handcuffed by our agencies.
How? By uncovering the secrets to creating a predictable, consistent, and profitable agency sales machine.
I am Craig Pretzinger.
I am Jason Feldman.
We are agents.
We are insurance dudes. So what that was it was this first year in my agency and in the book of business, and just trying to get a hold of everybody, trying to solidify the book. You know, when somebody takes over a book, it's pretty crazy because you want to keep those clients as much as you can. They had a pretty good rapport with their other agent, and they knew each other really well. So I came in and I was really trying to solidify those relationships. And if you're anything like me, you form bonds with them, right? So it's incredibly important to do. But I found myself by the second year working 12-hour days, and I wasn't really able to step away that much. And we were wanting to grow the agency, and we had a salesperson in the agency and starting to spend more time on some of those activities. Well, it was crazy because I was talking to all the clients, and they were calling in and they were asking for me all the time. So my first initiative was, okay, you guys try to handle the phone calls so that I can do this with the sales team. And that's what we did. But the problem is that clients kept calling in and wanting to speak with me. It got to the point where every day there was at least a few people that wanted to talk to me and that I was talking to. And I felt so bad not talking to them. But it just got to this point where it was really pulling me apart. I was still working those 12-hour days. And I just said to myself, I know in order to grow, to be where I want to be in a few years, I have to just cut it off. And it got to the point where I kept talking to people until I had to make a hard stand. And I made a hard stand saying that I am not going to talk to anybody, which was really hard for me. I love talking to people. That was crazy. But I did that because I knew that that's what it took to get to the next level. And once I did that, I was able to start putting more time into the things that I needed to. I was able to work on the script that our sales agents eventually started using when we were growing. I was able to work on the things that weren't in the day-to-day, the things that wasn't just for that day, but the things that were for the future. And I think that that's one of the most important things as an agency owner is you got to look towards the future. It's so easy to be caught up in today, but today isn't going to get you a different tomorrow if we're caught up in the day today. We have to be putting in the work that might not seem important. It might seem important to deal with the fires or somebody that's calling in, but deal with the things that can grow your agency, that can make your agency different in the next 5 years, can create the freedom that you wanted. Because if you're anything like me, you got into the insurance business to create freedom in your life, right? To be able to take your kids to games or whatever that may be. So that's what I did. I had to cut it off. And that was one of those points that I look back and I go, okay, that made such a big impact because the things that I was able to do during that time were the things that laid the foundation for us to grow in the following years. And if I wouldn't have done that, it would have taken me way longer to grow. It would have completely changed future. A lot of people look at other agencies and say, how did they do it? How did they do it? Because they spent the time to build the behaviors, the habits, all those things that allow them to be able to have a different future. So I hope that it helps. I hope that you can pull a nugget from that and say, you know what? If I do want to do this, I just need to make the time into it, make it a priority, start working on it today and have that faith that it can be different in the future, and then create that future. All right. Well, if you can, pull up Googler and type in the iDudes. Okay. Check us out if you want. Subscribe to this video. Do all the things if you can. And you know what? You can email us. You can email us at picklejohnson@theidudes.com. That is picklejohnson@theidudes.com. Tell us what you think. And that is a Playbook.